Welcome to the channel, everybody. The one and only Level M Diecast, bringing you Mini GT action. We normally try to do this on a Monday, but just kind of the way it turned out this week. This is the BMW M4 CSL Frozen Brooklyn Gray Metallic. This is number 641. I think this might be the best deco that we've seen for the M4 to date. Definitely, in my opinion, I think this one looks fantastic. With the gray, he's got your carbon roof on there. The ridiculous detail for that rear defroster in there looks really, really good. Just the fit and finish and everything. And of course, you know, Mini GT quality, as always, looking absolutely fantastic. Exactly what you'd expect. You know, the kidney grills look pretty good too. I like the red lined grill in there. Looks pretty good. The hood might be a little bit busy, but I do like the red stripes on the side. Yeah, the hood's a little bit busy. Does have BMW M4 on the plate. Looks pretty good. Have some details there. Lens tail lights look pretty good. You know, Mini GT has way better quality than Greenlight does. So when they're doing all these lens lights, they're actually very nice fit, finish, and looking just generally good. So that one's a pretty good fit. Pretty good addition to the collection. New color for the Nissan Silvia Rocket Bunny. This is the Black Pearl. Number 602, this is the third color for the Rocket Bunny. We got red, we got green, and then of course there was a Mini GT Special Edition, Mini GT Give Special Edition that they did as well. That was kind of a white pearlescent, had some orange and stuff. Looked pretty good. I think of the regular releases though, or everyday releases, this one's probably the best in my opinion. I do like the red one for sure. Definitely better than the green one, but this one looks especially nice. It just, I don't know. Normally I'm not a fan of chrome, but I think that the chrome really pops well on this one. A little bit of good contrast with the black. Got your Rocket Bunny and stuff all over the place. A lot of different angles to this one. It is super glossy. And just for reference, I mean, that's right out of the box. It's a little bit dull. You could probably polish it up just a little bit. So a little bit of issues from manufacturing, but nothing like Greenlight does by far. But this one looks pretty good. Definitely like that one's pretty good. So nice to get some variations in the existing castings. But this one is a brand spanking new casting. This is the S15 DMax in metallic orange. This one is number 581. Again, brand spanking new casting. This one is kind of a good balance of busy and not busy. It's a really nice casting though. It looks really good. I like the wing on the back. The wing looks good. The wheels, not a fan of the wheels, but the wheels are perfect for this model. And then just your little bits of you know, carbon here and there. The hood looks especially nice. You can see the front mount intercooler in there as well. They did a pretty darn good job with this one. I like that there's not like busy colors going on. It's the orange and then all the carbon, and then you just have kind of like the graphite wheels. I think that that's just very clean, which really helps the model. Looks good. Big giant wing on the back, of course, because of course it is a drift car, because of course it is. Get that guy set to the side. All right, next one is a new color for the Honda Civic Type R. This one, Crystal Black Pearl with the 2023 Advan GT wheel, which I think is kind of ridiculous. This one is number 585. I just think it's kind of ridiculous that really the selling point is the fact that it comes with a wheel. But that's fine. The new Type R still has the stacked triple exhaust there. Looks pretty good. Still represents very well. It's not as busy as the original or the former Type R. Wing looks pretty good on this one. Looks like a pretty fragile piece. So you definitely want to check that out when you're taking a look at the model, and just make sure that when you crack yours open that it's not an issue, because that would be a bummer. Looks pretty good though. There is a silver line on the side there, so that's not reflection. It's an actual silver line that does go down the side of the car right above the door line, which looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Other than that, it's just a Civic Type R. It's just a Civic Type R with some wheels on it, which is perfectly fine. But I think it looks okay. It definitely looks better than a stock Civic. I'll put it that way. All right, another brand spanking new casting in this particular mix. This is the Mercedes Maybach S680 in Cirrus Silver and Nautical Blue Metallic. This one is number 516. This model has proved to be quite popular thus far. And yes, the 680 is enormous. So it takes up a big old chunk of that rotator guy there. Now, I will tell you, directly out of the box, it fits in there super tight. So the top of your trunk lid here rubs, and it rubs a lot. It's really tight in the box. Those of you who will buy this from the US, you won't have to worry about this because it will not be in the box. It'll be in a blister, so you'll be fine. But everybody else outside the US that gets it in just the standard boxes, like I ordered mine, you're going to have a lot of rubbing on the top of that trunk. And you can kind of see a little bit there. I've cleaned it up quite a bit. It's going to need to be buffed out a little bit more. But that's a little bit of a bummer. But anyways, getting back to the model, brand spanking new casting. Yes, have your ridiculously small, ultra fragile Mercedes logo on the hood. And it is super tiny. It is super tiny. But they nailed this one. It's huge. I mean, this is a huge casting. It's definitely bigger than the 740 that they do, which was already a big casting. But this one looks good. This one looks good. I like the two-tone in it. The next color that's coming out will be in just kind of a regular champagne color. I think it'll look a lot better. But this one is quite nice. Your panoramic roof on there. You got your V12s on the quarter panels on each side. This is it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and it's definitely right up MiniGT's alley. Although it may kind of not seem like that per se, because they do a lot of race cars and stuff like that. But I think it's a perfect fit. All right, next one up, Mustang GT LB Works in white. This is a recolor, not a new casting. Number 646. I do believe the Liberty Walk is kind of getting all the same treatments as the normal Mustang gets, which is fine. So you do get the white with the dual blue stripes. I think the wide body Mustang is by far the best one of all the Mustangs that they do from MiniGT. That's just my opinion. But some people like the Liberty Walk. I think it's okay. It's okay. I mean, for me, it's basically just some over fenders. Really nothing else to it. But this one doesn't look bad. I like the black wheels on it. It looks pretty good. Definitely looks like something that you might see at a high-end car show, or maybe some very high-end cars and coffee. But quite high-end, I would say. Get that guy off of there. Get him off the screen. All right, I normally don't have Kaido houses in the hauls, but I happen to get this one in this haul. Number 92, this is the latest color for the 510 Wagon 4x4. This is the third color, the third standard release color for the Wagon. Not a fan of this casting at all whatsoever. I don't like the 4x4-ness to it. I especially don't like the fact that this one has blue tail lights. I just don't. This car has kind of been nicknamed the Snowflake. For obvious reasons. It's definitely got that winter theme going on. I love the color, though. The blue is fantastic. I really like the kind of gunmetal hood color. That looks pretty good. The wheels and the off-road wheel itself, like the wheel and tire combo, I like. I don't like the fact that there's a Datsun, almost monster truck style. I just don't. I don't like it. Now, if this was more of a rally style, kind of like what Matchbox did with their Datsun 510. That's pretty nice. I'm just not feeling it. Of course, this guy does have removable surfboards. The surfboards do come off of there. And then, of course, he does have an opening hood, which is part of what Kaido does. They typically have at least one moving feature. The Silverado's got a couple. And then the Acura NSX that's coming out, or maybe Honda NSX, they might be calling it. That one is also going to have a couple of features as well. So looking pretty good. There is the detail under there. Kind of an interesting color for the valve cover section. It is green, like a metallic green. So very interesting offsetting color. But it's okay. I'm not a fan of this casting. I get them for completion purposes. I don't really buy it because I like it. I just get them for completion purposes, which is good and bad at the same time. All right, last standard model in the mix here, Land Rover Defender 110, the 1985 Country Station Wagon in Trident Green. Really happy. Sorry about that. $590. Really, really happy that we're getting back to a standard Land Rover, which looks fantastic. I like all the details on it. You got your ladders, your luggage rack there on the top, got your spotlights on there, spare tire on the hood. The color might look a little bit dark on the screen, but it's actually a little bit lighter than what the screen might show. It's a little bit off. I'm just kind of working with you guys as I look through the screen as well, so I can see what you see. But I really like this model. It does come with the tow hitch, and that tow hitch is kind of important, at least for this particular haul, because I do have one accessory item. One single accessory item is the trailer. This is the car hauler Type B in black. And in case you were wondering, well, what's the difference between the Type A and the Type B? Well, the color. That's it. Just the color makes it a Type B. This is AC number 19. There is the trailer. We'll get that guy to center there a little bit. It is the exact same trailer as the first one they released in silver. There is no differences between the two other than, of course, the color, the deco. It is the same. Still has the reflective tape on the side. Same little wheels on there. Does hook up to the Land Rover. Land Rover does have a tow hitch on it. Does also include ramps. So there are built-in ramps at the back, so the ramps pop out. That is one thing that I really, really like about this trailer is the ramps are fixed inside of it, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to deal with it. Just pop them out if you want to display it, or if you're a crazy person and you play with Mini GTs, there you go. You can also do that. Now, if you wanted to purchase that trailer and you were going to take a car to the track, that one fits quite nicely on there. You may take your Rocket Bunny to the drift track. I think that one looks pretty good. That is a pretty good mix on there. I think the sizing and everything looks very, very good. The trailer is plenty big to fit pretty much anything you want on there. As a matter of fact, I guess we'll go ahead and take arguably the biggest model that Mini GT makes, which of course is the Maybach. And you see the Maybach fits on there just fine with actually some room to spare. So Mini GT actually thought things through for a change, which is something that Greenlight doesn't do. But that's okay. This one looks very, very good. They don't really have good things to tow the trailer. You just have a bunch of Land Rovers. There is a trailer hitch on the Silverado, but it doesn't really fit. And you know, you can't really tow the trailer because it just doesn't really fit there. So we're going to throw our DMax on there to roll out. That is the newest haul of Mini GTs that I have purchased. But, you know, as always, I get them from Surplus Goodies. And if not, you can wait a little bit. They pop up in the U.S. As a matter of fact, I think all of these are now available in the U.S. So if you want to go to your favorite retailer and scoop them up, I suggest you do that for sure. So we're going to catch you on the next video. Appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for watching, as always. And love all the Mini GT, and I hope there's plenty of you fans out there for Mini GT. Definitely one of the best brands out there on the market. So we're going to roll out. Thank you very much. Leveling.cast saying peace.